This is a video on instruction for the first step of your research paper. You've been over the roadmap so you know where you're headed. So here comes your first assignment, your first step. The first thing you need to do is choose a topic, then you need to review the outline, then you need to open a document or start index cards. Those of you doing Google, it'll all be done on Google Docs. If you're using index cards, I said you might want to do it on a Word doc and then cut your information off and tape or paste it to a card. Then you need to find sources and make a citation, copy the URL, and make sure you've emailed it all to yourself. So let's get started. Let's go to the document choice. Here are the proposed topics. Number 11 has been changed to all countries, and but other than that, you need to choose one of these. Now, I caution you about choosing a side here. I know some of these, and in particular, let's look at number 1. Gun control is a very controversial issue, and most people have a strong opinion one side or the other. Please do not make your side the important part of this research paper. Do your research, and if your research, whatever research you come up with, if everything is in opposition to what you believe, then write a paper in opposition to what you believe. Don't change your mind, but you will know more, A, and B, you can always go back and look for other stuff after this, but don't get bogged down in feeling that you have to prove a particular side that you believe in. You can take either side. We just want to see a good paper written. So that's it. Choose a side. Then we want to review our outline, and the outline is pretty simple. You've all seen things like this, I'm sure. We're going to talk about a 4-paragraph paper, and this is what it's going to look like. Now, when you're looking for data, and you're looking for data when you are collecting sources, be thinking about what's going to go in your concrete detail in each of your paragraphs. You need a fact that is going to help you prove some kind of a point, and so it is important that when you're looking at articles, that's what you look for. And so your first step in building the outline is going to be building in those concrete details, and then from that developing a topic sentence and some commentary. But that is down the line. This is just, again, to formulate your opinion looking at your sources. So we've taken a look at that. And now what you're going to do, if you are working with Google Apps, is you are going to open up your Google Drive. You're going to open up a new document, and that document is going to follow, or the title of the document is going to follow our format, and that format, as you know, is block number first. So if you're in the 8th block, you're going to type an 8. The title is capital R, capital P, and numeral 1, and then your last name. And so you finish that. The next thing you're going to want to do is to find a source. Now, my belief is that you should be using Ronald Reagan's databases, and so I'm going to use that as an example here. To get there, again, you go to Library Media Center, and once in the Library Media Center, you scroll all the way down to databases. I'm going to start with ProQuest. I think that's the best place to start. You should have your card that has your username and password on it. So I'm simply going to enter them here. Username for ProQuest is 23-104777, and your password is Big Chuck, BIGCHALK, no caps, no gaps, and go to my products page, and then click on eLibrary. Now, to avoid doing anybody's work for them, I'm just going to search health, all right? But understand that we don't have a health topic. We do have a healthcare topic, but let's see what happens if I put in health, H-E-L-T-H. And again, I'm going to suggest that you restrict your searches to newspapers and magazines. So we're going to go in and search, and this will take us here to it's health care. Let's just type let's type in physical. And this is something you may have to do, is to change what you're searching for here to become more specific or more general. And so we're going to see what we come up with here. And time has come to integrate treatment of mental health. Okay, this looks good to me, so I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to look at what it has to say. So this talks about how school curriculums are being neglected, education, physical training plays an important role in raising children. So this all looks pretty good. So I like this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on email, and then I'm going to email it to myself. And I'm going to put in my school email address here. And then I'm going to send it. It's been sent. So now if I want to get back to this article, all I have to do is go to my email box. But now I also need MLA for later on in the paper and for citing while I'm writing. So notice here we have citation view. Click on that. And then you'll highlight these. You'll highlight MLA. You will copy it. You're going to go to your paper. You're going to paste that in there. Notice that there's no hanging indentations. You're going to have to fix that at some point in time. And then finally, we're going to go back to the document, and we'll hit the back key so we're out of that citation view issue. And we will highlight the entire URL. Now, URLs don't have a place in MLA, but for our purposes, we are going to put them on our document. Whoops, we are going to put, let's try this one more time. We are going to put the URLs on our document, so in the event that we need to, from somewhere where we don't have access to our emails, or for some reason we need to go back to this particular article, all we have to do is to click on the URL on this document, if that makes any sense. Now you have a hot link. All right, so I have one document. Now I'm going to go back to ProQuest again. I'm going to go back to the list of documents that I have. I'm going to find another one about planning and it's retirement, new health insurance plan, McClatchy Tribune. That looks like a really good source. Let's see what this looks like. I'm looking down through here. The county health rankings measure 29 by under increase. This is talking about results in a particular county. I don't think that's going to be helpful to my paper. So let's go on to another one. What everything you think along may be wrong. As we get older, friendships, greater satisfaction with life, and health and fitness calendar, Chicago Daily Herald. That looks pretty good. Okay, so this does give us, if we're just glance through here, some strategies for staying healthy. So I like that. I'm going to repeat. I'm going to email it to myself. So I have now done that, and I am now going to go back to the document. I'm going to go back to the document, and now I am going to click on Citation View. Here's my MLA. I'm going to copy the MLA. When I copy it, I'm going to go to my Google app, which is here, my Google Doc. I am going to paste it in there. I am going to now go back to the document. I am going to go back one page. I am going to highlight the URL, and I am going to copy that, and then I am going to paste that into the Google Doc as well. And once I have done that 6 times, I have finished. So you have collected 6 reasonable sources for your paper. 6 sources that that you can use, and we will start massaging those with the next lesson. But right now, you should be happy with something that looks like this, although 3 times larger than this. Now, those that are using cards, please keep this handy in your computer so you can get back to it, but then print out a copy and do what your teacher asks you to do as far as keeping track of these different sources. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you.